Human connection, I think, is a lot more complex than people realize. And I think it's super duper interesting because everyone is different. So there's really no way to predict how people will react other than what you've experienced. So your experiences usually build the kind of person that you end up to be. And with social media, now those experiences can change because you can feel like you're living through someone or almost as somebody else. Because stories are also really powerful. Anecdotes are usually a form of evidence that people use to prove their points. So people are influenced by their experiences and the experiences of basically anybody who they're in contact with. And I just think it's a really interesting thing that you might not have as much control as you think over the way you think and how you act. I don't know. I just think it's interesting the way humans interact with each other. And I think there's a certain level that everybody has to be on to be accepted. So you need to make sure you either act a certain way, whether that's intelligent or less so. You have to figure out if you want to be nice or rude or sarcastic. You need to figure out like what makes people laugh. You need to figure out what doesn't fly. Like there's a bunch of societal rules and they vary based on the person you're talking to. And I know a lot of people have the big red flag topics that are usually like don't talk about politics at Thanksgiving. But I think it's even more specific than that. I think there's things that everyone knows that around this person you don't mention X or you don't mention Y because that would put you in a negative light at that moment. Does that make sense? Basically, I just think it's really, really interesting the way we change ourselves based on who we're around, which isn't revolutionary, but I was thinking about it, and I feel like it's common knowledge, but it's not something I actively think about a lot. So I was just trying to like run it back. I don't know.